All right, welcome back to the channel, guys. Let's continue the Japan campaign and Steam and Steel. We're continuing to expand into East Asia, but we're also finishing up Southeast Asia. We've taken almost all of Indonesia. We have one settlement left, and that's what I kind of want to get. But my main army that I've been using to expand, it's kind of not in a very good state. So we're going to replenish it. I have two armies here. I think I can hold this with just one. So we're gonna bring the other army. We're gonna bring most of these troops. I'm gonna leave like one cannon because these are really good. Oh yeah, I should also see if I can recruit more of them. Okay, more of them on the way. Also, I just noticed this. For some reason, I've unlocked a few new units. I didn't have these guys before, the Japanese Dragoons. And, oh, there's no construction going on. Let's work on that as well. So here we have our Navy. I spent so many turns building up this Navy. And so it's pretty big, so I think we should be safe to use it to transport these valuable cannons, because each one of these cannons is super expensive to recruit, a lot more than these infantry troops. Yeah, we gotta end the turn. We're gonna end the turn, and then we'll be able to transport them. I've skipped Korea because I don't want to deal with taking. I kind of want a buffer zone in that area. I was also going to keep Jilin right there in the corner as a buffer zone as well, but I don't know. I got kind of paranoid that Russia was expanding too quickly, and I wanted to deal some damage to them. Nice. Let's adopt. So we're gonna move most of these troops inside the Navy, and we're gonna head over here. We're gonna stop by Manila so we can take one of these generals. So we're gonna park like right here. Construction. Nice, two more cannons. Do I have any other naval ships? I do. In the middle of nowhere. Let's bring this Navy right here to safety. What else could I recruit? I'm broke right now. Let's end the turn yet again. Yep. Hopefully Russia's busy fighting in Europe, so they don't have to. The German Empire, I mean, I would accept, because it's in my interest for Germany to do well, because they can keep Russia busy. But the issue is, when you accept a trade agreement with a faction that's very far away from you, first of all, you don't earn a lot of money from it, and second of all, they get mad. They think you're kind of avoiding them, which, I don't know, it's kind of like an AI glitch, because how is it your fault? Especially if they're the ones asking for a trade agreement. It's not your fault. They're on literally the other side of the planet. Okay, we're having a naval blockade by the Russians. They do have one really big fleet. Hopefully my Navy's strong enough to counter it out. British diplomat. I think we're not at war with the British, so yeah. And also they have colonies nearby. They have Malaysia. I think they have Hong Kong. They have a lot of possible a lot of possible ways to trade. All right, let's bring this over here. Wow, we're earning a lot of money now. Faction announcements. So we're gonna stop by here. We're gonna pick up a general. We'll destroy this naval blockade. We're going to pick up some of these troops to further bolster the army. And then I'm probably going to go... Well, we'll see. I was considering finishing up Indonesia, taking this settlement. But I don't know. I'm also tempted to do something kind of wild and maybe like going for Australia. But we can always do that later. We can always do that in a future video. We'll see. Let's check my navy. Yeah, end of turn. I wish they gave more movement points to ships in this mod, because I mean it's, you know, it's the late 1800s. They should be able to move a little bit faster. It's a bit annoying, but yeah. Especially because there's so many factions, so it takes so long for the AI to, you know, finish for each of the factions to end their turn. It takes a little bit too long. Takes a little bit too long, folks. Oh wow, recruited a lot of infantry. A lot of stuff getting recruited. Let's see. Mines. Trading port, banking. Can I move? Alright, I guess that's as far as I can get. Let's reinforce this city, Vladivostok. And who should I move? Move this over here. Oh wow, we have another general here. Japanese sappers. I think they like throw grenades. Japanese Marines. These guys seem to be the best infantry unit so far. Let's see what's going on here. Is everything okay? We have one ally. We have one ally and like 5 enemies. Oh, the blockade that was going on here is gone. That Russian ship is gone. Let's end the turn. Just a little bit longer, and we can pick up that general. And we can go for, we can finish up Indonesia. That's probably what I'm going to do, just to kind of finish it up. And then one option is to go for Malaysia, but attacking Malaysia would mean war with the British Empire, and the British are, I think, still the strongest. If they're not the strongest, they're like the second strongest. However, most of their colonies are kind of far away. I mean, they do control a lot of India. That's kind of close. But still, to get from India to like Malaysia, it's I don't know. I don't know if they'll do it. They'd have to conquer a lot of land in between. Let's move this. Let's move. Let's just keep recruiting. Like, I'm probably gonna suffer some losses pretty soon anyway. Alright. Let's... How many... Alright, yeah, let's move... Let's move all of these guys into Vladivostok. Help reinforce it. And let's finally pick up this general. He's a pretty good general. And then we're gonna go over here when we have just enough space for these guys. And then we can also maybe smash some of these naval units right here to kind of open up this gap. Alright, end the turn. I have so many cannons, it'll be easy to destroy whole garrisons with just cannons. Kingdom of Italy, what does Italy want? Italy doesn't have any colonies nearby, so I won't be able to trade with them. They had very few colonies. I think they control like Libya, they controlled I think like Somalia. I think they tried to take Ethiopia, and then they did, but it didn't last very long. Yeah, let's keep going. Construction. What else could I build? Let's build a little bit of this. Let's build a little bit of that. Let's build a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Alright. Almost there. Almost there. Very close. Oh, it's the Italian diplomat again. What does he want? Oh, we got a naval blockade by the Russians again. I'm just glad they're not attacking on land. Because let's look at the stats actually. Let's take a look. Military ranking, top factions. Yeah, like look how much lower we are. We're below Germany. We're below the Confederacy. We're below France, and then second highest, the British, and then way at the top, Russia. So we're kind of lucky. I'm kind of paranoid now after seeing that. I need to keep building up my forces. Oh, and also let's see territorial ranking. So we like they start off really huge. We start off with like 2 or 3 cities. Or actually 1 city. And they start off with a way bigger population. We're at about 50%. So yeah, we still gotta really catch up. Now I'm not feeling bad about about recruiting so many units. Yeah, let's just keep recruiting. Like, I have to. I could build something here. Farm. Keep recruiting. The US and the Ottomans are at war. Alright. Oh, we're surrounded. A quick auto resolve should fix this. Yep. And then we're gonna go right here. Fill it up. Alright, we have 3 more slots. Perfect. Perfect. Full stack. And then we're gonna auto resolve, open up the path across this, I mean, not across, well, through the strait. And then we're gonna land over here. And what is this? So it's the island of Sumatra, but it's the city of Banda Aceh. I don't know how to say it. Alright, things are getting exciting. We're getting very close to laying siege. Alright, end of turn. I hope it doesn't crash. I'm gonna save right before, just in case it does, but hopefully it doesn't. I've been playing a lot of the Oblivion remaster. Been having a lot of fun with it. I actually recorded like a video, like the first like 50 minutes of the game, and it's pretty good. Apparently it runs 2 engines at the same time, and that's why it has like the old style mechanics, but it also manages to look good. It's like it's running, I forgot what the old engine's called, but it's running the old engine. It's also running the Unreal engine. So Unreal for the texture, and the old one for all the, you know, janky mechanics that we're all familiar with. Alright, let's recruit. Let's keep recruiting. And what was I gonna do? Construction. Oh, we're running out of money again. Yeah, look how much we're lagging behind. We have 20% of the military that Russia has. Like 5 times more. Oh, I hope they don't get aggressive. But we'll be ready. We'll beef up. We'll have 2 full stacks. One here. One... I mean, I basically already have a full stack that I can use. Let's just wait a bit more. Alright, end of turn, and next turn we'll be able to lay siege. Finally. Ah, it's that Italian diplomat again. I don't know what he wants. I was binge watching this show recently that was set in Italy and like Sicily. Well, one of the seasons was. It's called The White Lotus, and season 1 is in Hawaii. Season 2 is in Sicily. Season 3 is in Thailand. And it's a really good show. I was surprised by the quality. You know, people complain a lot of the time about, you know, movies and shows and games getting like worse over time. And I don't know if that's just, you know, like getting older and getting more jaded and like picky. I don't know if that's the cause, but some stuff has definitely gone down in quality. Like I don't know, a lot of like recent games were pretty bad in the past like 10 years. But and same thing with shows. There's like a lot of boring shows. But anyway, I was like super surprised because the White Lotus was actually like pretty good. All right, enough of me rambling about other stuff. Oh, cool. Now we have a third city that can recruit the really OP cannon. Nice. Nice. But we're definitely having money issues. Almost a full stack here. Let's check the enemy garrison. A lot of riflemen. Oh, this is interesting. Greek fire squad. That could be risky. They also have a cannon, but it's a very primitive cannon. Alright, well this is the real challenge. It's not about winning the battle. It's about being lucky enough to avoid a crash. So I'm going to save, and fingers crossed. If the video ends here, you'll know that that it crashed. All right, let's do this. All right. Let's take a look at the settlement. Another nice custom settlement. Really adds to the immersion. And let's move all of these troops back. Put this cannon in the middle. Put the other cannons a little bit. Actually, let's line up some of these riflemen. And then we can put all the cannons in the back. Alright, cool. Prioritize the gate. And with the other cannons, we can just put fire at will. Just whatever, just shoot at anything. I do gotta be careful about that Greek fire unit. Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah, let's target the enemy cannon. Alright, enemy general down. Wow, we have taken more casualties than they have. Where's their Greek fire unit? That's who I gotta... Ah, right here on the wall. So we can just smash that wall. Yeah, here we go. They're kind of really dumb for putting their troops on the wall. They usually avoid doing that. %15% of the enemy. The enemy cannon is still trying to hit me. Oh, they have one functional cannon left. Which other walls can we smash? I think we've destroyed all that we can. Oh my god, that cannon's still hitting me. of the enemy down. They did more damage than I expected. They were kind of pretty aggressive. Alright, that smashes that. I think all of their cannons are all of their cannons are destroyed. 35%, 36. Everyone's shooting fire at will. Yeah, now we're doing like insane damage because there's it's a fire at will, just shooting it. Oh, damn, that was sweet. That was nice. 45%. Oh, they have a melee unit. They're pretty cool looking. Let's take a look at these guys. Aceh Golden Warriors. Pretty cool. 55%. They've lost their general as well. But we have, you know, we have overwhelming firepower. Almost a full stack. Well, we have like half a stack of cannon units. All right, now we ran out of the primary ammo in some of these cannons, so we're gonna use the secondary one. 71%. $73. Let's bring all the remaining cannons a little bit closer. $74. All right, they're within range of the secondary ammo. The secondary ammo, it's very very effective, but it gets used up very quickly. There's only like a few. But yeah, you'll see. Yeah, there you go. Boom, instantly huge damage. 80%. All right, let's see. Yeah, there you go. Like it's basically like anti-infantry ammo. That's the secondary one. Alright, 86. Just a little bit more. Come on. I think they're in range. $89. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. It's like a shower. Well, it's also raining, so it makes it confusing, but it's like a shower of. Yeah, 94%. It's over for them. They're pretty aggressive. This AI army is one of the more aggressive ones I've faced. If they had better units and they had better cannons, I would have been in trouble. For some reason, this settlement had an especially aggressive garrison. Yeah, it's almost over. 96%. But look at that. They're very aggressive. They just like keep going out. Sometimes when you push them back, they kind of stay in the center square and they don't keep attacking. I wonder what's different. Maybe the pathfinding is a little bit different or something. Some. Yeah, this is the general that we killed, General Apara. %. Come on. Let's finish them off. $98. But yeah, it's like a bullet storm. Why is it showing, it's showing one of them as being a little bit closer Ah, there's like, is there maybe a guy like stuck right here in the wall? Maybe. Let's send in the cavalry to kind of figure out what's going on. Yeah, it says we're engaging with someone in combat. All right, let's go in here, the city square. What? Oh my God! What? It's that fire unit. It shoots Greek fire. One guy right here. He just keeps shooting. Oh, and it's done. I guess that guy that was stuck in the wall, he was like routing, so it doesn't count. All right, fingers crossed. We won, but there's a real chance it's gonna crash. So if it crashes here, thanks for watching and seeing the next one. But hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Oh my God, we did it. It didn't crash. I really thought it would. I don't know. It's like 50-50. Half the time it crashes, half the time it doesn't. Oh wow, public order. The public order issues are not the worst. We can fix this up. It's not too bad. And here's the... Oh wow, the British colony is pretty... It's pretty weak. Alright, let's end the turn. But yeah, that was a pretty satisfying battle. Like, the AI is sometimes too passive, but this time they were aggressive. They even put... It was kind of stupid, but it was somewhat effective because I kind of didn't notice it right away. But they put infantry on the walls. They were actually like shooting back. I lost like 100 units. Yeah. If they had better units, that battle could have been close. If I had been fighting like a European faction or maybe just like even China, that battle could have been pretty stiff. The nice thing about that particular custom settlement, though, it's less likely to be glitched out. A lot of the East Asian ones, they tend to have pathfinding issues. I think I had that issue with maybe Jilin, or maybe also one of these other settlements, one of my earlier videos. But with the Southeast Asian settlements, the pathfinding is usually pretty good. All right, recruitment. A lot of recruitment going on. Even in Hokkaido. So if I land right here, can they go along the coast? Oh, they can't. They have to go through this little passage. Ah, it's kind of lame. Nice. We're gonna have more than enough. a little too many troops. Greece and Austria-Hungary are at war. Let's reduce this. We don't really need more infantry for now. Fix this. let's attack this French Navy because they're blocking the way and we're at war with them already, so might as well. Oh yeah, if we're at war with France, maybe going for these British colonies is too soon. I could go for Vietnam instead, because they control right here, that area. That might make more sense. Yeah, that does make more sense to me. Where's my capital at currently? Ah, yeah, I moved it to southern Japan so that it boosts. You always want to have your capital kind of in the middle of your empire so that it's good for public order. So I could go through here, pick up some of these extra units that I have lying around, because I lost some, so it's no longer a full stack. Pick them up, and then go for Vietnam because our enemy controls it. All right, end of turn. This campaign's fun. I like the island hopping. I like looking at the green tropical parts of the map. It just looks better. That's an Iranian diplomat, Qajar dynasty. That's modern day Iran. But they're too far away. If we accept the trade agreement, it'll be a mess. Kingdom of the Netherlands. Aren't we at war? Yeah, we are. Alright, construction complete. Mines. Let's go for industrial. Oh, whoa. Oh, no. No. We're having public order issues. What if I move the capital to the Philippines? Okay, that helped. Alright, Spain is angry at us. Alright, let's try this. How is this going to impact public order? Alright, so we need to keep a general here. But the rest of these we can move over here. And is it worth going to war with India? Who are they allied with? Are they allied with any of our enemies? Is this them? I think there's two Indian factions. Or maybe not. I think this is them, and they're allied with the British, and they're at war with Thailand. Ah, it's too early. We'll leave them alone for now. But yeah, I'm gonna move through here as soon as I can through this strait. I don't know which strait is this. Is this the Strait of Malacca or is that the Strait of Malacca? It's one of those two. We're gonna go through here, pick up some troops, land in Vietnam. What else? Recruiting more cannons. Alright, end of turn. gonna end the video pretty soon. I'm just kind of getting things ready for the invasion of Vietnam. And once that's ready, I want to have it all. Ah, it's the Iranian diplomats being annoying again. 3 of them. They might be trying to bribe me. I think when you see the diplomat react like that and there's no response, I wonder if that's them failing at bribing your settlement. I'm not sure. I think I've heard that from someone. I'm not sure if that's actually what's going on. Ooh, a Russian Navy to smash. We've destroyed so many of their ships. So we're gonna stop right here. And we actually haven't scouted where the French-controlled Vietnamese city is. I assume it's like right here, like Saigon. Construction. Recruitment. Oh, the Confederacy and Mexico are at war. You know, I've been thinking a Mexican campaign would be pretty fun. I think I'd enjoy that one. And do some like fun alternate history stuff, like Mexico invading the U.S., maybe reclaiming some land. That could be that could be entertaining. But yeah, we have 2 stacks protecting the border with Russia now, so that makes me feel a little bit less paranoid. But eventually, it might be good to have a 3rd army. But I'm not really sure where to put it. I guess we could expand further inland further into Siberia. But the risk with that is it would be kind of isolated. Siberia is huge. I think the next settlement's going to be like pretty far in. And if they get surrounded, if they get ganged up, my other stacks are going to be kind of further away, and also further away from my home islands where most of the recruitment goes on. Alright, let's go over here. Let's check public order a little bit. Can I move my capital back to Japan, or is the public order gonna spurg out again? Oh, okay, they're happy enough. Alright, just end the turn. It's the Italian diplomat again. I wish we could skip that. It kind of, especially if it's multiple diplomats trying to talk to you, it's gets a bit tedious. Come on. But yeah, Vietnam. I wonder what kind of garrison the French have there. Probably a lot of a mix of local units and French, like standard riflemen. I like Vietnam. I've always wanted to visit. Watched a lot of like Vietnam War movies. Tried their food. I've always been drawn to like Southeast Asia, Northeast Asia as well, but I think especially Southeast Asia. Oh wow, we're surrounded by 2 enemy ships, one from Spain and one from Russia, so let's take care of that. Oh, and they're not allied, so they can't gang up on me. That's funny. Alright, pick up these troops. Why not? And then let's go over here, and I think we'll be able to see... Actually, we can scout it out sooner. Yep, Saigon. There it is. And it looks like it has almost no garrison. Oh, nice. More cannons getting recruited. That's the good stuff. More construction. What else was I gonna do? I guess I could eventually invade Korea. If I got wealthy enough, I could just bribe them. But I don't know. I think because I'm spending so much, I'm constantly recruiting, so I can take on the Russians eventually when they, because eventually they'll attack back. Maybe when they're done conquering all of Europe. But yeah, I'm spending so much. I don't know if I'll have enough money to like be able to bribe whole cities. But it is always useful when you get wealthy enough where you can just, it's like you have a problem with the city, you don't have any forces nearby, you just send in a diplomat, bribe the city, it becomes yours. It's a useful late game strategy. All these diplomats being annoying again. That's what happens when you're on the Silk Road, because I feel, yeah, we're kind of at the end of the Silk Road. Come on, come on. So much time wasted by those diplomats. It's like, come on. Alright, and then let's send in a scout so we have a good landing area, like a very clear landing area. And it looks like they've been ravaged. They have a strong cannon, but overall their forces are ravaged. They've been fighting with someone. Who have they been fighting with? They're at war with... I'm not sure. I mean, they're at war with Morocco and the Ottomans, but they're far away. They're at war with Germany and Austria. They're also far away. They're at war with Spain. Spain's only local colony was the Philippines. The only enemy they have are us. Maybe they had a different enemy and then they had a peace treaty. That's possible. But or maybe they tried to use this army to attack one of these nearby settlements and they failed, and that's why their garrison. But for whatever reason, their garrison's ravaged. What else? Okay, we're laying siege. That takes care of that. Keep recruiting more of these cannons. And I think I'm gonna end it here. This video has gone on for quite a bit. Like always, guys, thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you guys in the next one during the siege of Saigon. Bye bye.